I am here at the British Beer Company with Executive Chef James Gibney, and this is a new location.
Yep, this is our newest location. We're a couple of months old right now, so we're still getting our feet wet here.
And I love the British Beer Company. Everyone you go into has a similar look, but they're different.
Right, yeah. We never want to, you know, we are a chain of British pubs, but we're not a chain. We're not cookie cutter. We try and keep it different all the time. Each store has its own, you know, unique specials menu. And then obviously we have rotating specials every day. But every pub, like you said, once you've been in one British Beer Company, you haven't been in them all. They all have a slightly different feel, they're all different sizes.
And you have a little bit of a different mascot at this one.
But yeah, this one we originally were going to put the motorbike. But then one of the owners came across this guy, and we had to take him on. So I think I want to say he's just a shade under 100 years old, but yeah, lots of people have been coming in, you know, they'll stand here, have their picture taken, but it's a great, you know, a lot of pubs at home are called the Lion or the Red Lion, and of course, you know, British history, one of our flags actually has lions on it, the 3 lions. So it's very fitting for us to have him.
So tell me a little bit about the food here at the British Beer Company.
Okay. Well, we got a few new items from the last time that we spoke. This is one of them. This one we cooked today. This is a ahi tuna taco. And we've got a kind of a fusion going on here between Spanish and Asian food. We take our kimchi style slaw, which is a variation on a theme. It's not a typical kimchi. It's more of a sweet and hot slaw. We mix that with a little bit of fresh mixed greens, and we put a little bit of that hot and sour sauce in there as a dressing. So we have a little bit of that, and then these taco shells are actually wonton shells that we cut and fry up. Spanish pico goes in there, and then we spice the tuna with a Chinese 5-spice. Sear that up rare, slice it, that goes on top, and then we garnish that with a little bit of wasabi cream. It's a little spicy in areas, but it's a very fresh, very clean dish. It's great for this time of year. Standard fish and chips, as always, fresh beer battered fish here, with all the usual accompaniments. That's our, you know, one of our biggest seller, company-wide, and why wouldn't it be a British fish and chips in a British pub. The dish in front of you happens to be one of my favourites now though, and that is just served right now in the Portsmouth pub. Variation on a theme of a very traditional dish served in Claridge's, London, with seared sea scallops with a caper vinaigrette, and it's a warm vinaigrette, and then a cold salad in the middle. What I've done is I've made a bacon caper shallot vinaigrette, and I've wrapped the sea scallops in bacon too, to pubify it a little bit. I always, you know, use that term when I'm talking to my cooks. I'm saying, you know, there's no reason why we can't take a high-end dish, pubify it for our customers, because they're not coming in here for a fine dining experience, but they do want fine food.
So you always have something new and different on the menu.
That's right.
So you can come in every week almost and try something a little bit different,
Absolutely.
new.
Yeah. We have rotating specials every day. We also have chalkboard specials that maybe myself in my kitchen or my other cooks in our other kitchens, they might come up with something that day. This happens to be one of those. I just been messing around with some ice creams and using beer in ice creams. We have a beer on right now out of New York, Southern Tier, and it's a Southern Tier creme brulee. It's a dark stout-like beer, but very sweet. And if you've ever had a creme brulee, it's just, you close your eyes, it's creme brulee in your mouth. So I took that. I made a base ice cream, folded the reduced beer into the ice cream base, and then I flaked in some chocolate brownies, froze it down, and then we have what we have now, which is you know, creme brulee chocolate brownie ice cream. And what I'm developing right now is a ginger snap tweel to serve that in, and then we're going to make some beer cocktails using alcoholic ginger beer, and we'll be able to use that beer as a pairing for that then, because we'll have another dimension, the crisp with the ginger. So that's good. And then you have this other traditional dish here, which is a Scotch egg, which you'll find all over the UK, obviously Scotland, where it originated from. But what I've done here, again, variation on a theme, instead of using a savoury sausage meat around it, we've actually made our own andouille sausage in-house. You parboil the eggs, shell them, cool them down, wrap them in the sausage meat, the andouille, and then we make a herb panko breadcrumb that we roll that in, and then that's deep fried. classic pub food, flash fried, sliced, and then we serve it with a beer-infused mustard, which is whole grain Dijon, regular Dijon, little brown sugar and beer reduced, and serve it just with a little mixed salad. And this is great with a beer, with a wine, with a cocktail. Pretty much every dish that we have here, you could pair with a wine or a beer. In this pub, I believe we have 35 taps. You could come in here today and have a beer, come in tomorrow and there'll be something different on tap. And if it's not on tap, you'll definitely find a different beer in a bottle.
It seems like you're having a lot of fun with the food and the drinks, and like the drink that Jay made me is a little bit different.
Yeah, that's a beer float.
Hello, my name is Jason Iridian. I'm the general manager at the British Beer Company here in Portsmouth. And today I'm going to make for you a creme brulee ice cream float. So we start with adding ice cream to a cup. We'll float a Southern Tier creme brulee. And then we top it with some whipped cream. Nice little cherry on top. Drizzle of chocolate sauce. And here we have the Southern Tier creme brulee ice cream float.
Definitely, it's nice to come in here, have some great food, have some fun, and feel like you're part of the family.
Absolutely.
I have a little toast.
Yep,
British Beer
cheers.
Company.
Thanks for
Cheers.
coming in.
Thank you, James.